Are you... Why are you wiggling so much? Why can't I... Okay. Stop. Stop going to the right. I'm not pressing that, and I'm not... press that for a while. I think I am gonna pee really quick. Nope, Norman, don't do anything while I'm gone. I'll be gone for 2 minutes. The bathroom's on the other side of this wall. Don't do anything weird. Okay, Norman. Oh, he always breathes weird. That's just a problem of his. Up in the normie butt. I know. If we get to this rock, and if we fall, we'll fall over a rock. Perfect. Okay. At least there's not a time limit on this one. Ooh. This is not fun to get to. Oh my god. dick, but...
There's just no way to win this.
Yes, there is. And you're doing it. Norman. Norman. God. You're a goat. You're a mountain goat. And you're looking for that mineral. You're gonna get that mineral, bro. You're gonna get it. What is that? Oh my god. Excuse me? Excuse me. Why did the map disappear? Look at them cheeks go. I see that Kojima still loves the butt straps. Yeah. That's rough terrain all the way up. Wait, I'm wearing the... I don't know. Oh, there it goes. Okay, I'm wearing a power skeleton, so that's why I'm able to do this. Oh my god. Let's go. No. My otter hood. Otter hood. Otter hood.
Nah, that's not gonna happen.
Nope. Come on. Come on. Buddy. This guy needs to listen to more Kate Bush. I'm gonna cry if this is like way too far. Oh, oh.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Snow is bad. I see a strand over there. I'm gonna climb that mountain. I see it. No, Norman! Get up there. Oh, okay. We are headed to... there. Here. There. So we're gonna take a left. We're gonna get down there. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Ooh, I want to hit that sign though. Because BB likes it when we touch these. That looks like where we're headed, but I'm not sure.
Someone's happy.
That looks very derelict. Oh wait, no, we okay. Here. No peeing right there. We're gonna get up here and then Skyrim. I've been watching through not the new Dragon Age, but Dragon Age Origins. Stop it. Oh, there's a lot of activity down there. This does not bode well for me. The new Dragon Age is like Disney. Honestly. I don't want to head down that way. Head straight a little bit and then take a left. This left?
Anyone?
I'm on track. I am... okay, straight. I'm not someone who played the Dragon Age games, but as someone who saw other people play the Dragon Age games, I found it very disappointing. I thought it seemed a bit cartoony and not so serious. And just... because the Dragon Age games seemed a bit serious and more adult. But the new one kind of seems like training wheels on all the way. It's just kind of the Weenie Hut Jr. And a lot of it seems like pandering, which I'm not a fan of. Like, it can do what it wants, but it's just, it's stupid because it goes against a lot of its lore. Like, the Kunari people, in its own words, don't talk about themselves, don't talk about their own problems. And what does the main Kunari character in the new Dragon Age do? Talk about themselves, talk about their problems. Like, and I don't care about the gender thing, but the way that they marketed it makes it seem like they were trying to make that a selling point, which to me is pandering. And it's like, just make a good game. Just make a good game. You don't have to pander. Like, there are tons of games where you can be non-binary or whatever, but they don't make a big deal about it. Like, there are tons of games out there where that is an option, but they didn't make a big stink. And I think a lot of people in that realm appreciate the fact that there wasn't a big something made about it. Let me in, let me in, let me in, let me in. What is this? Jesus.
Delivery complete. Displaying performance evaluation.
Like, you can make a good game and make your audience happy at the same time by not trying way too hard to hit every single audience. Like, and just, they didn't do a good job, in my opinion. And I'm sure that people didn't really, like, I feel like people that are, like, non-binary didn't really appreciate the attention that that game brought. Because it just made it really negative.
Request to join UCA. Registered. Awaiting Cupid connection.
Do it. Yeah, and that no one wants that. The non-binary community doesn't want that. I'm certain they don't want to be like, hey, like, you know, like in your face about it. But the game kind of does that, and it makes things not good. Because, like, I have family members, like, in that realm, and I know they're not, like, over the moon over, like, oh, there's a game for... Like, no, like, Stardew Valley, you can be they, them, but they didn't make a big deal about it, you know? Like, who cares? Like, it's always been a thing in games, and a lot of games, but Dragon Age decided to just really go over the top and, like, yeah, it's okay to talk about it, but they, like, made a big deal about it. Which I think does a lot more harm than good. Oh, it looks like balls.
Please proceed into the facility with the cadaver.
Am I not already...
Good work.
Oh! Yeah, and they did a lot of things. Oh, hello. And it's like, it really hurt the game, in all honesty, when it's like, they're trying to make it like, oh, this game is for these people and blah, 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 blah. And like, yeah, that's great, but you didn't have to make that the main focal point. I think it's nice that they had consideration of that, but they kind of just, they took it and ran with it in a way that it was like Disney. Not that Disney likes trans people, but a lot of the lore, a lot of the Dragon Age lore, from what I've seen, they kind of destroyed or just completely took it off track from the original lore in this game. I too enjoy Disney failing.
Hartman.
Oh, what? Is he gonna explode too? Is this a trap?
Administering shock. Stand clear.
That's the other pepper grinder. I think they could have just not made a big stink about it and left it alone, but still allowed those elements to be incorporated into the game, and it would have been fine. And if they hadn't messed with the lore and the history,
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to alarm you.
and like changed a lot of key characters,
Please.
it would be fine. Like Morrigan and Isabella.
Still no sign of them.
What are you doing? What are you doing, buddy? Are you playing Minecraft? What is this?
You know your heart stops beating.
It stops every 21 minutes. I spend 3 minutes on the beach, and then return. 60 deaths and 60 resurrections per day.
There's just better ways of
60 opportunities to search the beach.
incorporating those kinds of elements of what people want and what,
live.
Having a diverse audience and
While you've
bringing that all in.
The scene an impressive number of times.
So you can't piss off your companions. In the other
218,500
Dragon Ages, you absolutely can piss off your companions, but in this one, no. Everyone just agrees with you. You just agree with everyone. It's literally Avengers.
I see myself in that crater.
Dragon Age.
My wife and my child.
And it's disappointing. I'm
It's
not
like
a
looking at the
fan.
shape of my
I've never
heart.
been. I don't say I'm not
The
a fan
doctors
as
called
in I
it
don't like it. I'm not a fan
myocardial
of that franchise because
Mine
I've
is
never
an
been a part of it.
especially
I've
unusual
watched,
case.
people
I have
play
pictures.
the games, but
Care to see Hartman's heart-shaped
It's-
heart?
it's just rough to see
No, you
that
really should.
they didn't treat it with the same
It
respect
doesn't run in the family.
that they did with the previous games.
You know, I never came to
That
terms
and
with
oh
their
my god,
loss.
the first part of the game, they're
days
like
that followed,
drowning
I
in
became
demons,
obsessed with the
drowning in
idea
demons, drowning
that
in
the
demons.
beach
Like
is
they
real,
use the
and
same
they
dialogue
are
over and over
on it.
again. The
induce
characters have
cardiac
like
arrest.
2.5
at
expressions,
a
like
time.
their faces, like
search
nothing.
for
Like
Day
Baldur's
after
Gate
day
puts that
after
game
day.
to shame.
Oh, so you could say goodbye.
Quite the opposite. It is said that everyone's beach is different. So what if everyone's afterlife is different too?
Why wouldn't it be?
I
Nerd.
find the thought terrifying. Spending eternity alone. Which is why I decided to find my family and make sure to move on with them.
You mean die with them?
If death would
This is
see
one
us
of the few
reunited,
games I bought without intentionally
yes.
not knowing anything about it. Just
but
because
the
I love
repeated
Kojima.
cardiac arrests took their
I'm bad at
toll
stealth
on my
games.
heart. The muscle gradually deformed.
Dude, I'm a
And
nerd
after a
too.
while, they started calling me the beach scientist. Hartman.
Nerd.
I'm glad we could have this conversation.
He's like, don't touch me.
A body that doesn't necrotize.
Yep.
No sign of decomposition. It's as if she were still alive.
Are you gonna touch her booba?
The perfect mummy. An impeccable corpse.
Booba. Oh, she still has her lip gloss though.
What's wrong?
Where's the other thing you were supposed to bring?
Booba?
Ah, found it. Behold.
Wait, dead man.
It appears to be an umbilical cord.
Oh, the
Human
BT.
by the looks of it, I think.
Ew.
But this was no ordinary conduit between fetus and placenta. It looks
Right.
more like a
So
BT's
she
tether.
had her bore her twin sister's daughter,
And this was Mama's?
but died in an earthquake, a
Yes.
collapse from the big
A
explosioning
body
that's
that doesn't
bad.
necrotize, and an umbilical cord connected to the beach.
So
These are
she was
remarkable
connected to
discoveries,
a
Sam.
baby
Enough
BT.
to set
You
my
haven't seen
sore
BTs
heart
yet in the
racing.
stream since you joined Toaster, but
5 minutes to cardiac arrest.
I apologize if our conversation gets cut short.
BTs are like these invisible, not
I must go
invisible
back to the beach
things
and
that
look
I
for
throw
my wife
piss
and
grenades
child.
at.
One person, one beach.
Like, behind
That's
them,
the
that's
rule.
what they look like.
But I'm the exception. My beach is connected to others, as if it were the beneficiary of a coronary bypass. Maybe this twisted heart of mine made it possible.
Yeah, so
All
when
I know is
I
that
go to
I
the
will
bathroom in my little private
find them.
room, I can make grenades out of my piss. I can make
Even if
grenades
my
out of
every
my...
visit
Yeah,
raises
no,
new
essentially.
Questions.
But we ain't got
I'll
lot
have my
lizards.
answers one day. One day.
3 minutes to cardiac arrest.
The battlefields. The endless wars you found yourself trapped in.
Also, I keep finding
Why
myself
do
in
World
battlefields
War
with
era soldiers wander the
Mads
beach a
Mikkelsen.
century after they fell? Normally, the souls of the dead move on. The beach is just a corridor, a place through which they pass on the way to the other side. But if regret, resentment, a
Anyway,
fervent
to
desire
summarize
to
with
remain,
Dragon Age
these
Veilguard, I
feelings
feel
are
like
powerful
they
enough,
did representation
they
of
may give
certain
rise
communities
to
very
an
poorly
altogether different
and
beach,
only
a
put the target on their backs more, which is
purgatory
a shame
for an army of the
because
damned.
these people are just living their lives and the game just made more people that were
Clifford
kind of
Unger.
inclined to hate them more, which is sad.
His misery and hatred, combined with your
Misery and
being
hatred?
acting as some sort of catalyst, have brought these
Because I have a lot of
battlefields to our world.
non-binary friends, I have trans friends, but they don't bring up, like, oh, Dragon Age,
It's
I'm
just a theory.
like, they don't do that.
You think Higgs
None
is
of them
pulling
do
the
that.
strings? Pulling all their strings?
Ensure you are in a stable position.
I don't know.
Like, they don't want that.
Evidence does suggest that Higgs brought
They don't
them.
make a big deal. I mean, I have friends in other states.
1 minute remaining. Please hold on to something secure.
I'm out of
Oh,
my element
before I
a little
forget,
bit here.
I have a favor to ask.
Activating
I moved here in April.
Could you just relax until I come back? Time stops on the beach, but not in the scene.
But you
Rest
get what
assured,
I'm saying. It's
It'll only feel
just
like 3 minutes to you.
they did the franchise dirty.
We'll
They
continue
did a
the shop.
marginalized group of people dirty.
4, 3,
It's frustrating.
1.
That chair looks so nice. Whoop. Oh. Am I supposed to mess around while he's sleeping? Rock. What is this? Ah, it looks like a face. It's scary. I hate it. It looks like its eyes are bleeding. Oh. But in summary, if a game has inclusion, that's great. That's great. Don't make that the focal point. Make a good game.